Hello, this is Charlene and welcome to this week's Sims Virtual Club. So let's jump into the game. Last week I attempted to build a youth club which we have here. So it's called Hackney Sims Youth Club for the moment. I am prepared to change the name. I would like young people to think of a really cool name for it. So if you can, contact any of your youth workers and at some point I'll do an official challenge for it. But for now, we're just going to keep it as Hackney Sims Youth Club. So it's a community space. So the lot trait for it is that it's child's play, it's a team neighbourhood hangout, and it has a bit of a party vibe. So it has a party place. So I'm going to get young Hackney to visit the youth club, because I have decorated it just a little bit, or I've put the necessary items that I think that we need to kind of start off the youth club. And the idea is that I'm going to do a club gathering today. So I think what I'm going to try and do is bring young Hackney's friends. So that's Fellows Court, Guinness Youth Club, Forest Road and the Edge Youth Club. So I'm going to bring those Sims over and hopefully we can get those Sims to then open up the club. So this is all very tricky because there's ways of doing this with the club function. So I'm literally kind of learning as I go along, because I don't usually play with clubs. And so with the storyline, I wasn't sure how it was going to work. So first and foremost, I would like to show you the youth club, and I'm in the process of editing a video, a specific build video that shows you basically how I put all these items in, and look, I'm just going to say it. Oh my god, why did young Hackney? That was a naughty thing to do. Why would you do that? She just kicked the bucket, the rubbish bin. That was not a nice thing to do. We've just had a young person come in here. Where is? Oh wow, what's that young person called? Olivia Kim Lewis. So what we should do is, I'm not keen on the music. I'm going to see if I can change it. Let's throw this away. So what I would like young Hackney to do is call her friends for the gathering. Let's see. So let me go into clubs and start gathering, and hopefully they will come over. So it says members have been notified. So I've got, let me show you the items that we've got, and I do intend to add more items. I just didn't want to spend hours and hours building, and I didn't quite know what I was doing, and I thought as long as I have the basics, we can always add to it. So over in this section here we have like our IT area, and I must say I was very much inspired by the youth hubs that we already have. So mainly the Edge, because it's where I spend most of my time doing youth work, and I'm very familiar with how the layout of the space, and it's very open planned space. So let me just pause it for a second, because we've got everybody here, and I just wanted to say that we are as a service, we promote inclusivity, so as well as us celebrating and standing in solidarity with Black Lives Matter, we are also standing in solidarity, getting a bit tongue-tied here, with LGBTQ plus Pride Month. So we've got the Edge here, who's rocking our V-neck t-shirt with our LGBTQ plus Pride t-shirt. So just wanted to point that out. And we do have other clothing that that supports and promotes LGBTQ plus. Yeah, so we're going to explore some of that. Sorry, I just got a bit. I saw this glowing over here, and I'm thinking, why is it glowing? But we're going to go over and check it out. So let me unpause it. So yeah, we've got the gang here. So we've got Edge, Hub. We've got Fellows Court in the house. We've got Forest Road doing his thing. And we have Guinness Youth Club, and we also have Hackney Quest. So these are our youth workers. What are they doing? You don't dance to this music. You're supposed to like do yoga. So we're going to get young Hackney to come over, because I think what we need to do is get some more like teenagers and young people to come into this space. But before we kind of check it out, I do want to go over to here and actually have a look at what it is that why this community board is glowing. So let's see if we can turn down the music. I don't think we should be able to, because it's a bit loud. It's very therapeutic. I love it. No, we can't turn it down. That's going to be annoying. Right, so what we can do is, let me just scroll up a little bit while I quickly explain. So recently the Sims have they brought out a new expansion pack called Eco Living. So I'm going to get young Hackney to go over and visit in a little while. I just wanted to kind of finish off one thing before we started another adventure. So I wanted to complete our youth club. We haven't completed our youth club adventure, but we're well on our way. So when we started off the Sims Club, Virtual Sims Club, the aim was to build a youth club, and we've achieved that, and I'm very proud. So now that we've achieved the youth club, we want to kind of build on it and expand it, and actually get young people in and develop some young relationships with some of the young people that we might meet that might visit our youth club. So in the meantime, we can do other adventures as well. So I want to check out Eco Living. So one of the perks of Eco Living, or one of the features I should say, is that we in our neighbourhoods now, we get to have votes. So we have like democracy, where we can vote on particular things that will happen within the community. So we can vote on community space projects. So I'm not sure what the projects are, so I'm going to have to come back to that. But I know about the vote on action plans, and basically you get to choose some action plans, or you get some options or some action plans, which we're going to see right now. And we can choose which action plans we would like our neighbourhood to implement. So let's see what we have. So it's called Neighbourhood Action Plans, and we call it NAPs for short. So we don't have any neighbourhood action plans yet. So it says no neighbourhood action plans have been put in action yet. Now let's get voting. What does young, as in young Hackney, want to vote for? So it also tells us when our voting schedule is. So it starts on a Friday at 8 a.m. and I think it finishes on a Monday at 6 p.m. So you have like a really long weekend to vote, and then you have Monday until 6 p.m. to vote. So also we have what we call influence points. So let's just explain what influence points are. Thank God that they have instructions. Get influence points. Get influence points by supporting active neighborhood action plans. So you can do that by making new friends, doing civil designer career activities. So that's a brand new career that's come with the eco lifestyle. And I'll probably get one of the youth workers, one of the either Guineas or the Edge, or one of those Sims to actively do that career. Or you could gain influence points just being an all-round stand-up member of your community. Yeah, it's always a good way. So, I don't know. We need to add an action plan. So I'm going to choose one for this week. So, do I have to go through all of them? That's going to take a long time. All right, I'm going to read. Let's see. Okay, I'm just going to go through them. I'll give you I'll paraphrase. So this is to do with gardening. So, and this will apply to everybody in the town. So have you always had a yearning to start gardening? Well, the fresh new neighbourhood action plans might be just a thing. Grab your snips, cast your vote, and you'll get influence for flexing your mighty green farm. So I think growing a garden is beneficial for you, the community, and the planet. Let's all dig in. So planting things for the community and yourselves, that's what that NAP is, that neighbourhood action plan is. We can live in a community where things like fishing and gardening and handiness are rewarded. So doing those activities, fishing, doing gardening, and doing handiness things, so that's fixing things around the house or around the community, that will increase influence and give the town and also the individual sim a sense of achievement. I think this one is looking after their overall well-being. So looking after your body. That means being fit, doing fitness activities such as jogging, swimming, all the sports that you can do, basketball, all those sorts of things. Looking after their overall well-being, boosting their influence while they're at it. So yeah, practicing their fitness basically. So this one is foodies. It is tasty skills in home style gourmet cooking. This one is doing some sort of art, either doing painting and selling them, also writing as well. So you can write like plays and write books. This one is juicing. You can there's an item that you can get with Eco Living, and it allows you to make juice fizzy juice. Allows you to make fizzy juice. I was just gonna say this is really healthy fizzy juice because you can only use natural ingredients basically, so it's all good. It's all healthy, and then it goes into a machine. Mixology skills to make concoctions for the entire neighbourhood. Probably won't do that because I don't think it's very age appropriate. Failure to conserve a satisfactory amount of water. So again, this one is being mindful of the water. There are far too many. All right, I'm not going to read all of them because we'll be here all day. But I think I'm going to go for, off the top of my head, I'm going to go for gardening because, like, why not? Why not go for gardening? So that's what I want to go for. But I need to get basically, I need to get people to, so I need to get enough people. Here we go. It says I've got not enough points. So have you always had the yearning to start gardening? Okay, we've already been through this. So basically, I need to influence other people, other Sims in the neighbourhood to vote on this green gardening for it to take effect in the neighbourhood. So that's what I need to do. So
Lisa.
Now I really hope that I've explained it as best as I can. I'm still trying to get my head around eco living. So we're going to learn together. So What I can do, what makes sense to me, is it's a bit late. This is 10 o'clock, so I can't imagine any young people kind of turning up today. But I think it's good that we're checking out the space and we're familiarising ourselves by like constantly dancing to this really bad music. Like, Hattie Quest, what are you doing? What are you doing? So what I am going to do is I'm going to try and influence our friends and see if I can get them to ask to volunteer. No, that's more to do with my career. So trying to find where I can enthuse. New albums, enthuse, sunny weather, gossip, get to know, tell a dramatic story, gossip about neighbours. How do I get one about bed safety? Right, I'm so confused. So they're all going in the middle and having a bit of a dance off, which is hilarious. But it's just the music that they're actually dancing to. It's not the best. So I'm gonna go and dance with Edge. With the Edge. We'll go and dance. Go and have a dance. How do I change the music? Because I need to be my own director of the music. I wonder, how do we get? Okay, this is not gonna work. So you know what? We're gonna leave all you guys. We're gonna go off. We need to go and do our own thing. I hope you young simmers like I was really impressed with the fact that I mixed up the colours on the desk. Like I was like, oh my god, that is so cool. I'm a genius. Interior designer of the year. Blue, yellow, blue, yellow, blue. I was like, oh my god, Charlene, stop yourself. It's the simple things in life. Hold on a second. Let's get young Hackney to go and visit the new island. We're gonna get her to go with her friends. We're gonna get everybody to go. We've not even been at the next session. We will play with the items because we haven't really had a chance to do that. And I'm just conscious of the time. I think we've got about just under 15 minutes, so we've got enough time. But I want to introduce you to this brand new world that came with the new expansion pack, Eco Living, and this is definitely a pack we will have in our hubs when we come back. When we are back for the summer. And I think it will be a really, really good expansion pack to play because of the community aspect of it. It's just really cool. So as you can see, the youth club is right on our street, and I'm impressed. I think architecturally it probably doesn't really fit the style of the street because I don't even know what type of style housing you would call this, but it does have a terminology in a particular style, and then I've just gone and plopped a really modern square rectangular looking shape in the middle. So there you go. Alright, so we need to go back to this town. We need to go and visit this town, but first and foremost, young Hackney just needs to quickly sort out her needs. The poor thing, she's dying to go to the toilet, and she needs to sort out her hunger, and then we are off to this place. So we are going to have a quick breakfast. What time is it? It's 6 a.m. Oh, is it a prank day? Oh, we have to prank somebody. Can we not have a quick breakfast? Have breakfast. Can we not? We must be able to eat. No. none of our vegetables have grown yet. Let's go in the fridge and we can get a quick meal. Have a quick meal. We're gonna have some cereal. Um, we've actually got more choices. What's edamame? Soybeans. Oh wow. Yogurt, off-brand soda. What are you eating? What was that? Let's just go and have some cereal because it's quick, simple, and gets the job done. So forgive me for my camera controls today. I'm a bit off. Let's also get young Hackney dressed as well. Let's see, outfits. It's quite hot today, so what are we going to wear? Let's wear this. Should we put some music on? Turn on. Let's see. We can actually play. They've actually got some like fake S-pop, so it's meant to be like K-pop, but it's S-pop instead. So let's play some S-pop. Personally, I don't know about you. Let's change the volume. Let's put it on medium so it's too loud. It just sounds like cartoon music. I know you young siblings absolutely love anime and K-pop. I mean, I don't get it. This is what I'm trying to say, but I'm showing my age. Alright, so let's get young Hackney, now that she's all dressed and had breakfast, we're going to get her to travel. So let's get her to travel. She's going to travel with her friends, Edge, Hackney Square, Skinners, Youth Hub, and Forest Road and Fellows Court. Why can we invite up to 7? Come on, we can invite up to 7 Sims. Why are we only allowed to invite 1 Sim? That's weird. Alright, let's go with Forest Road then. No, we can't even go with Forest. Okay, that's weird. Alright, that's fine. We can just go, and then what we'll do is that must be a glitch. What we can do is we will just do our club gathering when we go to the other world. I just want to check, make sure that we are well within our time. Yes, we are. Let's see. So, also, just remembering the district that we live in. So the district that we live in is called Foundry Cove. So it's located in southern Willow Creek. Foundry Cove has lots of character and its share of characters. I've read this before. Residents enjoy modest homes with a canal nearby for fishing and a charming active railroad. So I think do we see the I think we see a train going through here, but we definitely always see the canal. But we are leaving Willow Creek and we are off to Evergreen Harbor. So this is Evergreen Harbor. Welcome. The difference between Evergreen Harbor, as you can quite clearly see, but I will point it out, is that with the new Eco Living expansion pack, it's focused on your eco footprint. So whether or not you're being kind to the environment, that means like recycling, thinking about the materials that you use. There is just so much. So basically, you need to think about your eco footprint. And if you can see this area here, so it's called Port Promise. What was once a bustling trade port now holds a number of homes and businesses that pay homage to their industrial roots and aim to, as the local expression goes, keep evergreen kooky. Like, who writes this stuff? I love it. While the actual port may no longer be running, the promise of something better remains. Oh, that sounds like an adventure. So this port here, Port Promise, it was an old port basically, and as you can see with the clouds, it doesn't look very healthy. It doesn't look very healthy at all. The clouds look a bit red, almost brown. So, especially compared to over here, which is Grimm's Quarry. When prospector Arnold Grimm founded his famous rock quarry in Evergreen Harbor, he could hardly have predicted the little suburb would spring up around it decades later. Today, a cozy set of homes, apartments, and spaces for community use sits in the shadow of the walls of striking white stone. So this is a quarry area, and there's a community lot, a community space here where you can do lots of kind of community activities. You can see here it's a much more of a green space. You don't see any clouds. You've got some buildings here as well, some residential buildings that you can live in. And then over here, we've got Corner Station. So what happens when the train stops running? Downtown Evergreen, affectionately known to locals as Confier Station, may be a bit quieter nowadays, but residents will tell you that defunct train station and unsightly storage tanks hide. This is so tongue-twisting. Hide a hard-working community eager to improve their little corner of the world. So I think this area is quite neutral. So we are going to visit this area. Let's just go into the belly of the beast, and we are just going to visit and see what the place looks like and what's going on in this space. We're going to spend about 10 minutes here, and then I'm going to end this week's session, and we will resume Evergreen, and we will start some sort of adventure, but we also want to kind of incorporate the youth club and what's going on with the youth club as well. But I think it would be really cool to just start an adventure and see where we go with it. So once it's loaded, we will jump right in and you will be able to see. I'm quite excited because, again, like I said before, I haven't had the chance to really play eco living, and there is quite a lot. There's quite a bit that you can do. And yeah, the way that I play my game, I like to play it within my storyline, so I don't tend to, when I get an expansion pack, I tend not to know what everything is and how to do everything first, because I like to play it out. And I think for me, that way I don't get bored of the new expansion too quickly, because there are times, it depends on what type of expansion pack it is, but I think one of the expansion packs that I remember where I really felt like, oh man, like within hours, well, not hours, that's a lie, within days I would say, because I did take a long time with it. Within days that I completed the pack, so then it was like, okay, what do I do with it now? I've not played it since, and that was Strangeville, but it's quite a different pack compared to the rest of them. Are we going in? Yep, we are going into the building. Yes, we are in. So this is Port Promise. I mean, it is just gorgeous. Look at it. I mean, oh man. No, they've really, I think the environment, they are really making an effort, the Sims team, and I have to congratulate them, because this feels very, very different to any any of the other worlds. We don't. I mean, the only one that I could say would be remotely familiar to this would be what's it called? Strangeville. But Strangeville, you've got all those strange Sims walking around it, and you've got the big moon. It feels like something strange is going on. So look at this area. I mean, it looks bad. I mean, there's not much here, and so let's go to the girls.
Bluff. Minnesota.
So
Moochie Beachy.
this looks like somebody's house. So this is, and obviously because it's eco living, so it's focused on using sustainable materials, reclaimable materials. If I'm saying that right, God. So we've got lots of like containers, and you know that is a thing. Just YouTube container living, it's a whole thing, and I'm here for it. But as you can see, there's a lot of trash along here. I don't know how Sims have been living in this town. If you look, if you compare it to our lovely suburbs in Willow Creek, I mean, this is not good. So it's about, but we do have. Look, you've got. Look at these properties. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at this. So somebody's really doing their bit. And look, these are the items I spoke about. We can't do anything here because we have to visit the residents. But this is, look. Oh, and you can hear the birds because you can hear the seagulls by the sea. And look here, you've got the seaport. Not the seaport, sorry. I think this is like a gated community. What's and then you've got like some buildings here. It's just really stunning. Okay, so very quickly we can before we go. It's Winterfest.
Malene Quimba Reginue. Oh.
So
Big Wicks.
we are going to see if we can prank our friend. Let's see. So if we can do mischief. No. Let's see. Yes, we want to prank her. So let's see.
Apsa. Lingo Tanabit. Schwaby.
We can scare her. Let's see if we can scare her.
Nip and Grelby. Baldruga. Oh, please.
So we've completed our prank day.
Hibine, Glennock, Kiss him. Oh, Lamina Quar.
Right, so I'm going to end it here because if I start doing anything,
Belindy.
we're not going to end the session. So next week we are going to return to Evergreen, and we're going to meet some of the residents. So I'm looking forward to it. So what I would suggest is for young people to think, just do some maybe quick research, do a quick Google search, quick YouTube search, check out Eco Living, and actually maybe just let me know what you would like to see, what you'd like me to record, and I don't mind doing that. So you might want me to record more buildings, and I'm also happy to get I've got other simmers that would be happy to make buildings and show our young simmers. So I will definitely do that. So yeah, if you have any ideas, please let your youth workers know. And again, this video will be available on the Young Hackney website. and also
Yeah,
on
you know
YouTube
it.
as well. So take care and see you next week, Wednesday.